Hello everyone, welcome to my channel where we talk about anti-aging, microneedling, radio frequency, Gua Sha, makeup and hairstyling, and yoga, physical fitness, and everything that pertains to a happy and healthy lifestyle. And so today's video is going to be Gua Sha. I am going to do a full tutorial showing you my Gua Sha routine. And I want to say, viewer discretion advised. You will be seeing me without my makeup, and it could be pretty scary. And so anyway, so let's get into it. Here I am ready to do our Gua Sha together. And so I'm going to be using my CeraVe cream, and I'm going to start from the top. So I hope you're having a good day, and I've got quite a few in this week, new subscribers, and I want to thank you and tell you I appreciate you for subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed and you've came across my channel, please subscribe if you want to be notified for more. And so this morning is my routine Gua Sha. And Gua Sha is very good for your circulation and your skin rejuvenation, and it helps with the bones and keeping from losing your bone density. So we'll start out. I'm going to start out with my 11s. And you want to use a slip, some kind of a moisturizer. I'm using the CeraVe Moisture Cream. So I hope you're having a good day and a good week. So I'm going to put a little more up in here. And I'm using the flat part for my forehead. And you kind of go, you want to go in an upward fashion, and then you want to vibrate. Vibrating is what helps with your bone density. And I get migraines, and for some reason right in here is kind of a tender spot, along with in my jaw and in my neck. Okay, so now we'll go over to the other side. So I was able to go on live. I was pretty excited, and I wouldn't be able to do it if it were for all you and all you new subscribers. But I did have kind of a experience yesterday. I was told, I was kind of warned that sometimes people can be kind of mean. And yesterday when I was doing like my second live, and I can't see real well, I have to put my glasses on, and so I couldn't see the comments as well while I was live. But when I did put my glasses on and I looked closer to see, at first there were some positive comments, and just saying hi, but then somebody got on there and said, "Doesn't her head look like a peanut?" And then somebody else said, "Now she looks like an alien." And at that point I just got off, because I didn't know, if being new to getting live, I didn't know if maybe it was all, like blurry or what was going on. But when I went over the live and after a process and I looked at it, there was nothing blurry or wrong. I came in nice and clear. So I'm not going to let that stop me, though. Because I totally enjoy getting on here and connecting with you, and I'm going to continue to do lives and connect with you because I enjoy it. Because I told my story you know, in my channel many times, and that I was, you know, I spent 3 years sitting in a chair and I couldn't hold my head up after having a major surgery, and I lost my life, and then I lost my daughter, passed away, and 2.5 years ago, and I just went through a really, really dark time, and makeup and physical fitness, and then the chronic pain too, and physical fitness and makeup and all that was the last thing on my mind, and it actually was something that I really enjoyed in my life. I was a hairdresser and I really enjoyed doing hair and makeup and stuff. So this is bringing me back, you know, it's bringing a piece of me back, and I'm not, you know, and I'm going to continue because I also, you know, want to, I know that there are other people, you know, that I know I'm not alone. And I know that, you know, and I'm not a selfish person. I don't feel like, you know, oh, I need to come on here and tell my story and it's all about me. I kind of want to tell my story because I know other people are suffering, and I want them to be able to come on and share, and you know, and I want it to be a safe place on my channel where you can come on and you can share your experience, strength, and hope. And then you can also share your victories and your healing with me too, and with other people. And so this, you know, so my channel is more than just makeup and anti-aging, and today the Gua Sha is just a wonderful way to rejuvenate. I mean, because it's more than just the aging too. I have TMJ, and it helps. It's like a facial massage. Okay, so we'll move now down. We did the temples. I always want to do the temples. And now we'll move down to the eyes. And if you're on here today, I want to thank you for showing up, and I hope you'll join me in my journey. Okay, so I'm going to use the longer side for under my eye, and then I'm going to go up and vibrate for that bone. And so I have a lot of videos in my channel of, you know, hair, makeup tutorials, hair, microneedling, radio frequency, and yoga and physical fitness. And so if you're interested, just go check out my channel. And I do Gua Sha quite a bit because it's the one treatment that you can do in between all your other treatments. Okay, and then you shake, vibrate up in the scalp area. Okay, so I'm going to do the upper lip lines now. And I use the flat part for that. And I just kind of smooth them out. Bring circulation into them. Technically, I do about 5 or 6 swipes. And then I go from there up into the marionette lines and just kind of just pull it up and then vibrate. And pull it up and vibrate. Pull it up and vibrate. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that my channel is more than just beauty. It's a lot of beauty and skincare and anti-aging, but it's more than that. It's beauty on the inside. And it's to get, sharing our stories, like I was saying, and coming together. Support, friendship, unconditional love. Knowing that you're not alone. Okay, so now I am going to use the longer side to go up along the jaw lines. I'm going to put my slip along my jaw, and then I'm going to go up and vibrate, and vibrate, and vibrate. So if you have any questions or anything you want to see me do, or any of your progress that you want to share, just leave it in the comments. And I will get back to you. Because you're important. You matter. Okay, and vibrate. And just remember that we do a lot of anti-aging and beauty stuff, but just remember that, that we're trying to combat, the wrinkles and the aging process, but, you have to learn to love yourself and to accept the aging process and accept all your wrinkles and know that you are beautiful just where you're at right now in your life. See, this really feels good if you have TMJ. So I feel so fortunate that I could actually get on here with you. But yeah, that really feels good. And you want to always vibrate because the vibration is what helps with the bone so that you don't get to help prevent the bone loss. And see, you guys, how the circulation and how red I'm getting, that is all so good for your skin. So I'm going to turn it around now, and I'm going to use this part towards the bottom part to get underneath. So sometimes I do a little massaging, especially in the jaw area, to really work that out too. You just can't go wrong. You just can do what feels good. Can't go wrong with this treatment. Okay, so now we'll go on to the neck. You never want to forget the neck. Make sure you get your slip put on there and get it nice and smooth. Okay, so the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to go up and then down so that I can help those lymph nodes to drain and drain any fluid. And so I'm going to actually use the flat part for that. So leave it in the comments and tell me how your week is going. I want to hear from you. Okay, and then you want to go behind your neck. You don't want to forget that area. Feels like a mini massage. Okay, so we're going to go up and down, up and down. And then behind the neck. And so I noticed that because I had neck fusion surgery, and I do a lot of yoga and videos. And sometimes I do focus, I get a lot of neck pain. And so a lot of times I focus, on doing some neck rolls and neck turns and neck tilts. And I notice in my videos, you don't really notice your form or things until you're actually doing videos and watching yourself. And I noticed that the side that has the most pain is so stiff, I can hardly even tilt my neck to that side. And I sometimes I think that has to do with the surgery because I never had that before. And so, so I just wanted to say, so if you notice that when you're doing yoga and you're doing stuff that you have one side that's tighter, that's pretty much normal too. And that if you do go into my channel and you watch my my videos that I do on yoga and on my neck, if you know, you can see that how one side looks like I can't really tilt my head. And I just wanted to point that out. But that's all part of the healing process. We're all healing from something in our life. And so I want to say before I go today that if you're healing from something and you've been through something traumatic or surgeries or anything in your life, is to try to stay positive. And because I felt like my chronic pain was never going to end. And that I would never be able to spend time with my grandkids again, and that I would never get into doing what I'm doing right now, makeup and yoga and all the things that I'm doing. But what I did along the way is I just tried to focus on what was positive in my healing. And I still do to this day, as I think back to where I was like maybe a month ago, and I see the progress and I see the healing. And so try to stay positive and think of go back in time and then see where you're at now. And the same with the aging and all the beauty treatments, like my skin. After the surgeries, my skin looked terrible. It was in bad shape because I spent 3 years not doing anything. And so, but I think skin has memory, just like muscles have memory, because it bounced back. And so there's always something positive to pay attention to instead of the negative. And so I will be back with my hair done and my makeup done for today to show you the ending result. And I will see you in a little bit. Here is the ending result of my hairstyle and makeup for today. And after Gua Sha. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so if you want to see more. And if you're a new subscriber, I want to thank you for joining me in my journey. And I'm hoping that the rest of your day is good. And I will see you in the next video.